Our top story today from the gatewaypundit.com. Biden says the quiet part out loud and admits that his Department of Justice is working to jail Trump after the election. We're covering this story and so much more here on the Gateway Pundits Week in Review. My name is Elijah Schaffer, and this is the Gateway Pundits Week in Review. We cover the top 5 stories of the last 24 hours. Our top story today, Biden says the quiet part out loud admits that his DOJ is working to jail Trump after the election. Christina Lila reports. Joe Biden Tuesday evening campaigned for Kamala Harris at the Sheet Metal Workers Local 19 Training Center in Philadelphia. 81-year-old Biden was in really bad shape Tuesday night. I'm telling you about bad shape. He's so far gone that when he tried to dunk on Trump, he botched his line. We have several videos for you from this interaction. And to be quite frank with you, I don't know if this guy's going to make it past the finish line. It seems like perhaps he's actually dying right before our very eyes. Here's the first interaction of what he had to say. Listen.
She beat Trump so badly in the debate, he's scared to death to beat her again. That's a fact. Tough guy, right?
Tough guy. You know, you got beat so bad in the last race that you're afraid of her because you're going to beat her again. It seems like he doesn't even have his facts in order. Plus, this is actually genuinely just traumatizing. I mean, this is 35 seconds of abject failure. This guy has health problems. And so I'm not going to make fun of him. I'm just saying, get this guy, in bed. What is he doing out in public like this? Listen.
Cancer drugs. Excuse me. I ain't going back.
Okay, shouldn't be laughing at a geriatric patient having trouble. Should we take his threat then seriously when he talks about finishing the job once Kamala rigs the election? Is there something that they know that we don't? Are they planning to rig the election and they know that she's going to take power? They're going to weaponize the DOJ? Well, it looks like we might know that. Check this out.
Same guy. There's 3 other major cases waiting for him when he loses. And by the way, 34 felonies. So far, he hadn't got sentenced. He got the sentence kicked back, but I want to watch that sentence. Look, Donald Trump's not running for you. He's running for himself. I think he's running to stay out of jail.
Sounds like me after I've had too much to drink. It's like, so have you been drinking? I think he was trying to say, I don't know what he was trying to say, actually. I'm not even going to try to put words into his mouth. May have to put some ketamine or a combination of ketamine and silver, plus maybe a little bit of Adderall, whatever drug cocktail they're keeping him alive. I wonder if he has strings. If you zoomed in close enough, you might see strings on his arms. However, when he said that, when he loses, was that just rhetoric from the campaign, or was that him alluding to the fact that they know Trump's going to lose because they're going to rig the election? I'll let you decide. Let me know in the comments down below. Interestingly enough, Kamala Harris' scripted audio-only town hall with Charlamagne the God abruptly ends while she's still rambling. Check this out. Kamala Harris joined popular left-wing black radio host Charlamagne the God. Why we have to emphasize that he's black, I don't know. But it was a live audio town hall and it was a disaster. Charlamagne the God confronted Kamala Harris about the border invasion and said it's her fault. Doesn't the Biden administration have to take some blame for the border, though? A lot of the blame? The first 3 years, you all did get a lot of things wrong, Charlamagne the God said. Harris scolded Charlamagne the God, who claimed that Biden regime proposed mass amnesty on day 1. But rather than watching that, things got spicy. Things got beyond spicy. They got weird. And Kamala started going off script. It was sort of difficult to process, but it looks like her overlords were not happy about that, because in the middle of this interaction, while she was explaining herself, they literally cut the live feed. Watch this. This is not edited. This is what they did.
A historically black majority population,
right.
or
PRFM HD1.
All right, we've been listening for almost an hour long town hall, an audio town hall hosted by Charlamagne.
He's like, oh, what? She's in the middle of answering the question. They just boop, just cut the radio feed. That's how fake things have gotten. Sometimes I don't even believe our own stories until I watch the videos for myself. There's no way. This has to be a right-wing exaggeration or some sort of a, hyperbole. And then that's really what happens. Like we're in the Truman Show. We're in a real movie here. That being said, our next story, Tim Walz is mocked after his bizarre interaction with Kamala Harris's allies. Something's seriously wrong with this guy. Democratic Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota was somehow made his running mate Vice President Kamala Harris look statesmanlike by comparison. Indeed, if you do not believe that a pro-censorship tyrant with decades-long love of communist China and an unhealthy interest in children's sexuality could serve as a source of unintentional humor, then you have not yet seen Walt's over-the-top behavior. In a 27-second clip posted Monday to the social media platform X, Waltz clapped like a seal before awkwardly welcoming Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer, who was known as Stretchin' Gretchen in her sorority. That's not a joke. I have several friends who were in the brother fraternity there at the University of Michigan, and she had a history like Waltz. I'm going to find out when those facts come out. But he came out on the stage, thereby prompting one of the former President Donald Trump supporters to declare something was seriously wrong with Waltz. Check out this clip, and you tell me, is this guy drunk? Is he on drugs? Is he gay? Or all the above? Oh, maybe the allegations about him molesting a Chinese boy, I'm not going to say anything. I know those allegations are out there. I don't know if they're true or not, but I can tell you what he's doing on stage does make me feel uncomfortable. Now, many of you know these are the kind of people who've been attacking someone who you know and love. Mike Lindell, remember that guy? The guy who started MyPillow? Well, listen to me. Not only have they attacked him for trying to defend democracy and investigate election interference, but right now, a major retail store just canceled a huge order, leaving MyPillow with a ton of extra pillows. You know what? Their loss is honestly your gain. For the first time ever, you're going to get a standard classic MyPillow for wholesale prices. When you use my promo code Elijah, which is right there on the screen, ELIJAH at MyPillow.com, you get a classic MyPillow for only $14.88. But it gets even better. For a limited time, they're going to offer their entire collection at wholesale prices. Get queen size MyPillows for just $18.88 and upgrade to king size for only $1 more. Get the body pillows for $29.88 or the multi-use pillows for only $9.88. All you got to do is go to MyPillow, MyPillow.com. You can click the link in the description. It's right there, MyPillow.com. Or call 1-800-210-8491 and use my promo code Elijah to take advantage of the wholesale pricing for the first time ever. Remember, free shipping on orders over $75, and the max pillows you can buy is 10 because we're selling out quickly. So if you want to get this deal, use my promo code Elijah at MyPillow.com to get the most comfortable pillow in America for $14.88. That being said, in more interesting news, it turns out that the audience erupted in laughter when President Trump destroys a Bloomberg journalist on tariffs with a brilliant one-liner. Colin Linebarger reports that a liberal Bloomberg journalist learned today that it's never wise to underestimate the wit and wisdom of President Trump after getting humiliated in Chicago. And NBC News reported Trump sat down with Bloomberg editor-in-chief John Micklethwait on Tuesday at the Economic Club of Chicago to discuss his economic plans. Unsurprisingly, Kamala Harris declined to appear for fear she might encounter tough questions and suffer another embarrassing humiliation. However, Trump was ready for this as he sat down and face-to-face went toe-to-toe with evil itself. I'm talking about the mainstream media. Once again, I'm going to let you guess who won. Was it Trump or was it the mainstream media? Let's watch.
You're also talking about 20% tariffs on the rest of the world. That is going to have a serious effect on the overall economy. And yes, you're going to find some people who will gain from individual tariffs. The overall effect could be massive.
I agree it's going to have a massive effect, positive effect. It's going to be a positive, not a negative.
Well, let me
I know how committed you are to this, and it must be hard for you to, spend 25 years talking about tariffs as being negative and then have somebody explain to you that you're totally wrong. It'll have a negative, it will have... I'll go a step further.
40 million,
if you don't
40
do
million,
this,
President
this
Trump,
country
40
has
million,
no
40
chance.
million jobs is a lot of jobs to rely on.
They're all coming back.
Those are 40 million jobs. Those are 40 million jobs in America that rely on trade.
Are you ready? John Deere, great company. They announced about a year ago they're going to build big plants outside of the United States, right? They're going to build them in Mexico.
And you threatened
They're
them with
also going to
tariffs
build.
and they stopped.
That's right. I said, if John Deere builds those plants and not selling anything into the United States, they just announced yesterday they're probably not going to build the plants, okay? I kept the jobs here.
You're right. And I think people don't realize that tariffs are not bad. Taxes in itself are not horrible. They have to be weaponized by the right people. And it's time that if Trump's in office, at least we'll see better economic policy. There's more to our country than just that. I mean, there's obviously white replacement happening. There's geopolitical issues. There's censorship. But on this issue with the economy, Trump gets it 100% right. Our last story, Kamala Harris advisor tries to attack President Trump on fitness, gets immediately embarrassed by a CNN reporter. Margaret Flavin reports. It turns out that in a strange day, when CNN doesn't allow an avowed leftist to peddle their gaslighting unchallenged, but Kamala Harris's advisor Ian Sam's attack on President Trump's fitness was so absurd, especially in light of Kamala's campaign strategy of hiding from the press. Even CNN couldn't let this nonsense go unchallenged. CNN reporter said, I want to ask you about something that you posted on social media. We have the clip for you, so you don't have to read the transcript. After all, this is a video, and we want to be able to play things for you directly. Check out this bizarre interaction. Watch.
I want to ask you about something you posted on social media that is related to this. You posted a side-eye emoji in response to Trump dropping out of a planned interview with CNBC, alluding again to Trump's mental fitness. Now, the vice president was invited to appear with them, but declined. She also declined to be at that Bloomberg conversation, or to have a conversation with Bloomberg, I should say. She also declined an interview with Time Magazine. Declining media hits really isn't an indicator of mental fitness, is it?
Well, I think anybody who thinks that the vice president's dodging tough questions should tune in tomorrow when she sits down with Fox News for an interview. And so I think she's out there taking questions even from really tough corners. Today, his appearance at Bloomberg was the first event he has done in one entire month with a mainstream media outlet. Everything else has been in conservative media or friendly spaces.
I want to ask you about something you posted on social media.
That's quite interesting. If you agree with this interaction or not, leave a comment down below. But if you want to get more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe directly to our Rumble account. We are at thegatewaypundit.com. Plus, if you want to get more articles and read more, you can read the rest of these stories at the same website, thegatewaypundit.com. Don't forget to support mypillow.com using promo code Elijah to support your sleep with one of the best pillows you will ever sleep on. And why I mean what's one of the best is because they have several of the best. They have the king, the queen, the multi-use, and even the simple normal standard for $14.88. Check it out, promo code Elijah. Have a great rest of the week as always, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.